Hi and welcome. Thanks for tuning in, checking out the channel. All the support recently has been amazing. So my name's Straddle44 and I'm going to be talking through a few things. Now firstly, before I begin the video, of course I just want to say that 150 subscribers, once I reach that target, I am going to be giving away this striker Stipplegate. Now as you can see, it looks like a really nice decal. You can colour it any way you like, you can make it match your car, and it looks good on any particular vehicle. That is Octane, Dominus, Fennec, whatever car you use, it'll look exceptionally good, and Striker will always maintain some sort of value and remain it to look good. And you can see there, just in the red, it looks really sick as well. So just something that I want to do, I want to give away, especially all the support I've had. I definitely would like to reward someone with that prize, which I will sort out once we get there. Right, well let's get into, of course, the content then, and let's talk about the video, which of course is about the glitched Pyrrhos wheels. Now, I want to start by saying that if you do find the video, of course, useful and informative, then drop me a like on the video, because it does help grow the channel, helps the people see the video and things. And also as well, if you do want to drop a sub to help me get nearer to that 150 and get yourself a chance of getting the Stipplegate, then of course do so. All you need to do is just subscribe, turn notifications on, of course, and just lastly, drop a little comment down below just to say that you have done and why you want the Stipplegate. Because I'd be interested to sort of see the different responses. Right, anyway, with that said, let's get into this. So about the glitched Pyrrhos wheels. Now, something that comes up a lot is a question that I get asked, either in the comments on YouTube, or just actually generally on the app and things as well. I've had a few people ask on there, and friends and things as well. So I've had a few mixture of people asking what I think they're worth, the value, and all these things. Now, it is a really difficult question to answer in any depth, and I've tried my best to kind of reply, but this is why I wanted to do a video about it and actually explain it maybe a little bit more. So okay, so at the moment then, the glitched Pyrrhos wheels, people are asking what their current value is. Again, it is very much dependent on what people will pay, but there is a catch. There does seem to be a bit of an influx where the price has dropped and it's gone down to realistically anything between 1,000 and 2,000. Probably does depend on the platform a little bit, but it seems to be kind of very similar. You're always going to get those people asking for much higher prices that will ask for the ridiculous, and I'm going to go into that a little bit as well. But realistically, that's what they're selling for. Now, my personal sort of opinion and advice is that at the moment, rarity is going to sell. So anything that is unique or anything that is rare, and that there isn't a high amount of quantity of, and that they're never going to grow, are naturally going to increase in value. Now, sometimes things don't increase in value as quick as one would think. I mean, initially when they came out, they were quite low. They were sort of 750, 800. You could pick them up really cheap. I saw one for like 650, which unfortunately I never got hold of, because by the time that I did message the person, they'd realised that the price had gone up. And I think it was down to like a YouTube video from Zenic, which is one that I saw, where they mentioned it, where I think people then did kind of say, for example, suddenly realised that maybe these were a little bit rarer and that they were of some sort of value, and then the price went up quite a bit. Round about, I mean, I saw anything between sort of 4 and 5k. I did see some higher, but whether they sold at that price, I do not honestly know, because unfortunately people don't tell you on the app. I had one guy say that they were sold for 5,000, but realistically, I've only got his say-so, so I've got no idea whether that is actually true, but I think it probably was, because he was going to sell them to me, and then he said he'd got them for 5,000. So basically, going into that then, what I want to sort of say is that, you've got to bear in mind that these wheels probably are going to increase in value for many reasons. Now, don't get me wrong, do I think it's going to be a speedy, instant profit? Probably not. These are kind of like what I would term a sort of a long-term investment. If you've got a pair, I probably would keep them for the time being. I probably personally wouldn't sell them. I wouldn't sell them for 1,000. I wouldn't sell them for 2,000 even, because at the moment they are going to increase naturally over time. Now, you look at a lot of items, when they start out, they are a little bit rarer, but then as the time goes along, they become more saturated, more common, and that's kind of what's happened to Dueling Dragons at the moment, as an example, because they become more available in various different crates. Of course, they become a little bit less at the moment. Now, with Dueling Dragons, I mean, that price will always increase, and then it will go down a bit, then it'll increase again. So, it could be a good investment if you've got the actual credits to do it at the moment, and you've got a spare 3,000, 3,400. I don't think there's any harm in picking up a Dueling Dragons, because you just might actually make a really, really good profit when they do go back up, which they always seem to do. Like, naturally, over time, they seem to increase. But with the Pyrrhos wheels, I mean, one of the things I want to kind of say is that, you know, these wheels are unique. There is no other wheels out there that basically is those. So what happens is that naturally at the moment, the big thing that is kind of letting the price down and also maybe like reducing the value a lot is because the bundle is still available in the shop. Now, at some point, I would imagine that there's a very high chance that Psyonix will remove that bundle and then they will replace it with a new one. Maybe at the start of new season, maybe after that, I don't know. It's going to be a bit of a hard one to sort of like kind of pinpoint and actually say. But however, once that bundle gets taken out, there's going to be no other way to buy them except for maybe the in-game or the Rocket League app. So naturally, as a sort of like a mid-term to long-term investment, you can see that the price is very, very likely to increase. Now, I could be wrong. I mean, obviously, this isn't an exact science. But, you know, I would say that these sort of things, they are likely to increase in value if you're patient. And I think that is a big thing with, you know, anything that you're purchasing, either in-game or on the Rocket League Garage app, or various other apps, whatever else there is. And that is being patient with them. Sometimes you can make a quick profit pretty instantly. You can buy something cheap and you know that maybe like a day later, an hour later, you can make a good amount of profit. Maybe 600 credits, maybe 1,000, whatever it is. And that's fine. That is absolutely great. Profit is profit. And if you can make any profit, it never hurts and it always is the best way to do it. But, you know, sometimes there are ones where you have to be a little bit more patient and take your time on and sit on a little bit longer. And I do feel that the Pyrrhos wheels are one of those. They're inverted, they're glitched, they're not available in game away at the moment. And unless that suddenly changes and suddenly, you know, they bring it out as a shop item or they bring it out as an item that you can win in a crate somewhere, which may then, you know, change the value of it. Otherwise, these wheels are going to be pretty unique. And that is basically what it comes down to, rarity and quantity available. Well, the rarity is pretty high because it was only in the first hour that they were available and only a certain amount of people purchased them. So there's always going to be a limitation on how many you can. There's going to be no growth of them because they're no longer available. Rocket League, Psyonix, they patched it. And when they patched it, it means that, of course, they're not available anymore unless you buy the bundle. Now, obviously, when you buy the bundle, you're buying a lot of other items. And, of course, I suppose, you know, from that logic at the moment, yeah, it just means that they're not tradable. But when new people come into the game, when that bundle is removed, that is when I see that the value is going to increase. And I can see that increasing quite a lot. Now, how much to go up to? That is the debatable thing. I mean, I've seen some pretty crazy things in Rocket League Garage. And you are going to get a lot of piss takers. And I think that is another thing as well. Now, if you are trying to sell the wheels now, at the moment on the app, I think the last thing I will say about this is that basically, there are a lot of people trying to take advantage of the lower prices. I had a guy message me on Rocket League Garage saying, oh, how much would you accept for your wheels? Because I put them up on the Rocket League Garage app, actually, just to kind of get a feel of, you know, what the value would be, what people are offering. And generally speaking, I've had a lot of lowballing, if I'm honest. There are a lot of lowballers out there. And basically, they offered around 1,000. I had one guy kind of pretty much offer me, I think, a Fennec, which he'd got free anyway from the bundle. And obviously, I mean, that may be 1,100, I guess. But even so, very low prices as it stands. But I also had a trader actually message me and say, oh, how much do you want for these? I don't know what the value is. You know, what price are you after? So I took a look actually at his offers, his trades. And he actually had a 2-for-1 offer on them, saying they were very rare. And that he wanted a white Fennec, that he wanted, you know, something else, like a white Octane or whatever. He's asking for some ridiculous prices, but he's trying to buy them off people for 500 credits each. So, as you can imagine, I think basically the sum up of the main bulk of the video is, look, hold on to the wheels. I wouldn't advise selling them at the moment. Yes, if you traded in a Crimson Octane or a Dissolver, which was 2 comments I saw on my recent video about the wheels, I would definitely sit on them and wait a little bit. Now, if you're looking for instant profit, I don't think the Pyrrhos glitched inverted wheels are the wheels to make an instant profit on. There are items most certainly within the game that you can make a very, very quick amount on and definitely make a profit. But I don't think the glitched inverted Pyrrhoses are. I think it's one of those things where you have to sit on them and wait a while and wait that time. Because if that bundle gets removed, I mean, that is suddenly not available. And if they don't bring anything back to kind of replace them, there's only going to be a very limited amount. And that is going to be when it's going to change. The app will probably go crazy. And then you'll be able to actually sell them for much, much higher prices. So yeah, I mean, like, that is the main bulk of the video. I mean, obviously, I'll probably do another video discussing it more just simply because it is an in-depth subject and there's never enough time to go through absolutely everything that you want to. But anyway, I hope that you found this video actually helpful and answered some of your questions. If you did, as I say, just drop me a like on the video, that would be absolutely amazing. And otherwise, that is it from me, so I shall see you in the next video, but take care until then. All the best. Bye-bye.